So today I'm hopping on here to speak about taking messy action in your business. If you're a female business owner and you tend to procrastinate and not put stuff out there because it's not perfect, you feel it's not ready yet, it's not worthy of sharing, this little voice message is for you. It's very much inspired by my own experiences, and as of late, I really decided I will be taking more messy action because I really got into the energy of how magical it can be. So let's explore a bit what is messy action and how can it be beneficial. So, when you observe people in your industry and you follow them and you see they put amazing content out there, it looks good, it's like well thought of, and it sounds good if it's a podcast. You really want, to be the same. You want to have good quality stuff out there. And I totally get it. I'm the same. I'm a very visual person, so I like to see really nice posts on social media. I love content that is beautiful to look at, that sounds right, that it's good to read. Like on Facebook, for example, I like when it's nicely written, or a blog post, right, that is nicely written, or a YouTube video that is well presented, so all of that. But you know what? There's only so many hours in a day or in a work week, and I work as a healer. I am an intuitive business coach. I'm a space clearing expert. I'm a multi-passionate woman, and I take a lot of time also just for myself. Like, I have different hobbies. I also just like to sit in my own energy, meditate, do my own stuff. Like, that has nothing to do with business. So I take a lot of time for those things. And traveling, I'm a digital nomad, so a lot of time is spent moving to different places. And yeah, so there is limited time, right? And I can't do my job justice, like my mission, I can't do it any justice if I am a perfectionist all of the time, because then I can't put out all the things that I want to share, because there simply won't be any time. So, in this little voice message here is the perfect example, because I recently got very inspired by podcasters and how they put their podcast out. And here I want to mention Emily from the Healing Corner podcast that I was invited to speak on about my space clearing services. And she does such an amazing job. She's so talented in creating sacred space for the guests that she hosts, and then to promote her podcast. And it's so well done. It's super professional. And that's what I aspire to do at some point, for sure. I want to be a good podcaster at some point. So I'm not going to lie about it, of course, right? Podcast is such a trendy thing right now. Everybody has their podcast. And I also want to have my own podcast. But I also know I'm not there yet. I have so much to do. I'm launching a new group program very soon called the Abundance Accelerator. So I have 1 million things to do. And I have clients that I am working with. And so I just don't have the time right now to research all things podcast, how to even create one, how to put them up online, to get all the fancy equipment I might need. Like to structure the podcast, to spend time outlining the content, getting guests invited, and then editing the whole thing, and God knows what goes into a podcast. I know it's a lot of time and energy. So right now, I thought, you know what, I have a lot of stuff I want to share, and some wisdom nuggets, some case studies and whatnot. And I'll just do it in little voice messages that I speak into my iPhone. And that's literally it. I'm not going to edit it. So if it sounds crap, I'm sorry, but I'll get over it. And I hope everyone else does too, because it's just me taking messy action. So I didn't do any outline. I'm just here sharing from my heart, hoping that somebody who needs to hear this gets inspired to also just start taking messy action. Doesn't have to be about a podcast. It can be anything in your business. Like, don't overthink. I don't even know how much stuff I haven't put out there just because I was overthinking it, feeling like it's not good enough, it's not perfect enough. So I don't even start writing that blog because I feel like, other people have written much better content on this, or I just feel like I don't have the time to create the perfect blog, or 1 million things. I'm sure that I haven't put out there because I knew I wouldn't have the time to make it perfect. And I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm just a human being. I'm a solopreneur, and that's it, right? I'm going to take messy action, and this is one of these things. So I want you to think about, what have you been putting on hold? What have you not been sharing? How have you not been showing up, be it on social media, be it elsewhere, in your messy self? Like, you can, of course, hold space for the version of yourself, like your future impactful self, that will have everything in order, that will have more perfect content out there, or perfect course, or perfect whatever. But right now you're taking messy action. And there's another example of this. Earlier this year, I downloaded the idea for a program, and I took messy action right away, because I knew if I didn't, it would never launch. I would never dare to launch this because it was just huge. And so I channeled or downloaded the content of the program, which I knew would be a group program eventually. And I did a 5-day program out of it. That was a beta program, so people could hop on it at a very reduced, ridiculous price. But I would take this as a messy action, because I could then sense if these people actually enjoyed the course and the content that I was providing, if what I was testing with them, really resonated and would help them. And yes, so I just put it out there. I think I created a PDF, very basic PDF, with the content that we would go through. PayPal link, to buy. I think it was just $77. It was really nothing. And then I tested it for 5 days, and that was it. And I got such amazing feedback. And I was like, holy shit, it was just a 5-day thing. My group program that I really want to launch is a 6-week program now, based on this 5 days. But yeah, it was the messy action I took that helped me get the confidence even to get started with this huge group program, and to outline it in a better way, to make sure the people really have enough time to implement what it is I'm teaching, and to ground the healing that will be taking place in this Abundance Accelerator group program. And yeah, so no, I'm just about to launch it, but really, I'm so proud of myself for having done the messy action earlier in the year and testing it out and knowing what I can improve. Because that's also what I wanted to share, is by taking messy action, you get so much clarity going for your business, about yourself, your strengths, and what you can build up on. And it's really through taking this messy action that we get clearer on how to present what it is we want to present, or how to launch something even better, or as with the podcast now, right? I keep practicing how to speak better, maybe. So when I listen back, I know, oh my God, there's work to do, girl. But right now, that's all I'm capable of doing and giving. And I know it's a learning process. So yes, I hope you have a little bit of time to reflect on what it is you haven't put out there simply because you thought it had to be perfect, and to hopefully, just like myself, get over it very quickly and just start showing up with your mess, and don't even think about it, right? Put it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Just think about it as, version 1, and people will love you no matter what. I mean, because they will sense that, out of version 1, there'll be version 2, and it will just get better and better. So that's it. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to get some feedback on what is the messy action that you're taking. So if you're hearing this, and you can comment below on social media or wherever you're listening to this, and let me know what is the messy action you're gonna take next. Let me know. I'm super curious. Have a beautiful day. So today I'm hopping on here to speak about taking messy action in your business. If you're a female business owner and you tend to procrastinate and not put stuff out there because it's not perfect, you feel it's not ready yet, it's not worthy of sharing, this little voice message is for you. It's very much inspired by my own experiences, and as of late, I really decided I will be taking more messy action because I really got into the energy of how magical it can be. So let's explore a bit. What is messy action?